All right, so here's my welcome page. This is we're going to be talking about calculus, and again, I'm Anastasio Dalde. Let's get to it. So a little bit about myself. I'm a physicist. I work with the non-ionizing radiation division. Yes, our abbreviation is NERDS, and officially I'm a nerd. For the Department of Defense, I work in Aberdeen Proving Ground in Maryland. I'm a laser physicist. I also have an education in physics. I have a master's in physics from the University of Hawaii. I have a post-baccalaureate certificate of secondary education in science education from the University of Hawaii. And I also have a bachelor's in physics from the University of California at Berkeley. A little bit more about myself. I've spent the last 12 years full-time as a science/math teacher, and 6 of those years was online in a school called Myron B. Thompson Academy. We're a public charter school. And some personal things about me. I was raised in Hawaii. I was born in Pasadena, California, but I was raised all my life in Hawaii. My wife and my kids, they were all born and raised in Hawaii. I have 4 kids and a beautiful wife. If you only see 4 or 3 kids in that picture, it's because the 4th one is on its way. And I love music. I play the ukulele and the trombone and the bass guitar and the guitar, and I've played in bands and rock bands and classical bands and symphonic bands and all of those kinds of things. That's just my passion. So, what interests me about this position? First, I've been bitten by what I call the teaching bug. I have a passion for students and helping them thrive, and I thrive on helping them to succeed. That's where I get a lot of my reward from. I seek out and try to cultivate untapped human potential that a student has within themselves, and being able to kind of be a part of that, man, that is something near and dear to my heart. And so that's why I would like to still continue to teach, even though I'm working as a physicist and doing all of these other things. I still want to be able to feed that bug or scratch that itch. The other thing is, I will always be an online teacher, and the reason is because it's an opportunity for me to be a pioneer in my industry. I've been asked by many schools to come and teach for them, and it's that old brick and mortar style school, and I've done that for a long time, but since I've been an online teacher, I really enjoy being one of the only or first or quite often the best techniques of teaching in an online environment, and I'm developing them because there's not a whole lot of people doing that in math education and physics education and science education. And so that really excites me about teaching online. What characteristics make me a strong candidate? Well, I've taken a great many math courses for teaching a calculus course or any math course in an online school. I've also taught many math courses, and I use the best hardware and software for teaching online. Let me talk to you a little bit about it. So the math courses I've taken, I have a exhaustive list, and I didn't want to list it all out here because you don't want to see a big wall of text, but some of the math courses I've taken is 307, linear algebra with differential equations. I've also taken an introduction to advanced mathematics where we did a lot of like abstract algebra. I've done elementary probability theory, mathematical methods for a theoretical physicist. That's a 600 level course. I've done partial differential equations and all of the different calculuses. Some of the math courses that I've taught include like 6th grade mathematics, middle school mathematics, algebra 1, geometry, algebra 2, pre-calculus, trigonometry, calculus 1, calculus 2. I've taught all the way from elementary school, middle school, high school, and community college. And some trainings that I've had is for 3 years in a row, I've been going to an AP Summer Institute where I've got to spend a week, 2 weeks learning calculus and how to teach AP specific calculus and AP physics and AP chemistry. Some of the hardware that I use, and let's just switch over to discussion. There we go. Some of the hardware that I use is my favorite. I mentioned how I use good hardware and software. This thing is worth its weight in gold. This is the Blue microphone. I love, and every single math teacher who teaches online needs to have something like this. Here's my X200. It's one of those tablet computers with a pen. In fact, you guys are wondering, like, how is he showing this, and that's the computer he uses? Well, actually, I have two of them. I have two of these computers where I have tablets on them, and I can use them to write directly on them. I'm going to show you that in my little quick lesson. And some of the software that I've used Canvas, I've used Wimba and Blackboard, and I've also used Adobe Connect for the last like 3 years, and I've used WebEx with Cisco. So I've used a wide variety in the 6 years of being an online teacher. I've learned a whole bunch of different programs and softwares, and I'm keeping up to date with even Python programming. And all of these things really add to my tool set of being an online teacher.